15 Fairy Alert days remain in place. I'm meteorologist Lance Huffman here with all the latest on what you need to know. They remain in place today through Tuesday due to high levels of heat and humidity across the region. You can see these high temperatures very hot across the region. Still looking at 90s today, tomorrow, and even into Monday, Tuesday, and on Wednesday. Average high temperatures this time of year are 83 degrees, and these high temperatures aren't near anything record-breaking, but it's the fact that they'll be dealing with high levels of humidity that will be making them so dangerous as you progress throughout these next few days, hence the 15 Fairy Alert days in place through Tuesday. Feels like temperatures will be entering the hundreds and those highest temperatures for these next few days, so definitely keep this in mind. Stay hydrated and limit outdoor exposure. And if you do need to be outdoors, I would definitely take frequent breaks as well. On our heat advisory map, you can see all of the region of Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio highlighted in this orange issued by the National Weather Service. This continues this afternoon, expires through 8 a.m. for our Sunday morning, but extreme heat watch does remain in place. Sunday morning expires Tuesday evening. This indicates either we're going to see this get replaced by another heat advisory that goes in effect on Sunday, or potentially an extreme heat warning that could go in effect. So we'll continue to keep an eye on either an advisory or an extreme heat warning. But bottom line, it's still going to be hot and humid over these next few days, so definitely keep that in mind. Feels like temperatures this afternoon and evening will be entering the hundreds at times, so again, keep that in mind with the sunshine across the region, making it feel very unpleasant at times. Still in the 90s towards parts of the evening for those air temperatures, but once we fall out of those 80s, we'll still feel like we'll be in the 90s at times as we progress throughout Saturday night. You can see feels like temperatures remain in the 80s as we get into the overnight hours tonight, so not seeing much overnight relief at all in terms of cooling down. Temperatures to start Sunday morning still in the upper 70s, and we'll get back into those lower 90s as soon as early Sunday afternoon, feeling like those temperatures are going to be in the hundreds quite early on. So today, tomorrow, Monday, and Tuesday, these feels like temperatures will be entering near 105 degrees. So definitely keep that in mind and limit your time outdoors. Enjoy some nice air conditioning and a lot of indoor spaces. On our heat risk map, we're seeing a lot of red across portions of the region. This is an indicator of some major potential of heat risk. This takes into account impacts heat can make to the region, whether that's people or infrastructure. You can see more red once we get towards the 21st, which is today for Saturday. More of this red built into the region for Sunday, even some purple as well. This is the extreme category, and that really floods across the region for Monday, Tuesday, and potentially even into Wednesday across portions of the region, but we see a little bit better conditions at that point. No 15 Fairy Alert Day in effect for Wednesday, but we'll keep you updated if we do issue one for that day as well. On our heat risk categories, there's major and extreme categories indicating that major affects anyone without effective cooling or the adequate hydration. So if you really don't really hydrate yourself, you could put yourself at risk of heat exhaustion or heat stroke if you're outdoors for extended periods of time and really exerting yourself. Level 4 is the one you definitely want to keep in mind, especially since this affects everyone. This is the rare long duration event where extreme heat waves will have a little overnight relief, and that's the case where these low temperatures will be staying in the 70s. So as we continue throughout these next few days with little overnight relief, drink plenty of water if you're outdoors for a long amount of time, and if you can limit your outdoor activities, please do. And if you can't, take frequent breaks. Look before you lock if you're running any errands. I'm going to step off screen here so you can see the differences between heat exhaustion versus heat stroke, because some people may develop these concerns over these next few days if they don't take some of those precautions to prevent some of these heat exhaustion or heat stroke symptoms, such as faint or dizziness, excessive sweating, cool, pale, clammy skin, to muscle cramps for heat exhaustion. Definitely head to the doctor. Definitely monitor that condition, because sometimes it can get worse and become a heat stroke where you need to call 911 immediately for things such as a throbbing headache, no sweating, red hot dry skin, rapid strong pulse, and may lose consciousness. As you progress throughout these next few days with these hot and humid conditions, Wayne 15 will continue to keep you updated with all the latest numbers on this high heat and high humidity.